Leah Brotherhead fiatal brit színésznő, aki a Zomboat című zombi horror komédia sorozat egyik főszereplője. A sorozat még annak ellenére is, hogy nem aratott óriási sikereket, nagyon jól össze van rakva, kőkemény brit humorral támad, és 6 rövid, 20 perces epizódon keresztül meséli el egy csapat túlélő történetét, akik egy keskeny folyami hajón próbálják meg lehagyni a zombikat, több-kevesebb sikerrel.
We are faster. Marginally faster.
Ha szereted a zombikat és a brit humort, kötelező darab, na de most következzen maga a színésznő, aki mesél majd a forgatásról és hogy mit is csinálna egy zombi apokalipszis esetén.
Hello, I am Leah Brotherhead and you're watching FreakShow with Deju and Jolty. Please like and subscribe to these guys because they are great and deserve all the followers in the world. When I was younger, I was awful at watching horror movies, and I would leave the room. But I have to say now it is one of my favourite things to do with friends. I mean, in lockdown, there's not much else to do. But yeah, there's been so many that have come out that have been great over the last few years. Like It Follows, I loved that one, and Hereditary. But I have to say, I do really like the 80s horror movies, because the acting and storylines are just slightly bizarre, and you really don't know what's going to happen next because some of them are so weird. So yeah, I think that's my favourite type. Memorable moments are probably just spending an enormous amount of time on a tiny narrowboat. Trying to fit 4 actors on the ends is quite a feat. I mean, it's so small that we couldn't even have the cameraman on there as well with us. He would have to kind of float on a kind of little kind of floating stand next to us and kind of try and film us. And driving the narrowboat as well and acting at the same time is harder than it looks. But I now have that in my skill set at being able to drive a narrowboat, so hopefully that'll come in handy one day. My apocalypse plan, I think I would steal Kat's plan of going to an island, because I think that's quite a good idea. And I'm living in Berlin at the moment, and there's an island I can think of that's like a bit out of the city that's called Peacock Island, and there's lots of peacocks there, and there's also lots of hens there. So I was thinking, well, that's your food source. You could have eggs every day, peacock egg for special occasions, and everyone's got bikes in Berlin, so we could cycle there maybe. I think that's quite a good mode of transport when dealing with zombies. If you get enough pace up, it'd be a dangerous cycle. But if you had a couple of baseball bats, I think you'd be fine. Yeah, I think that would work. Not that I've given it too much thought, you know. I would pick all the political leaders that I feel should not be in power. And any kind of prominent people like that, because, you know, when things would hopefully calm down and you were recreating a society, all those people would be out of the way, and, you know, you could try and have a more fairer, equal society from then on. I would chop off my arm, because I don't think it's that fun being a zombie. They don't really look like they're having a good time. Lots of walking, you know, trudging around. I think it'd be better just, you know, short and sweet, chop off the arm and then carry on running for your life. I mean, neither sounds great. Ooh, maybe Pennywise. Because Pennywise, his powers, or should I say her, because actually, if you read the books, isn't Pennywise a woman? spoiler, or also might totally have made that up because I read the book quite a long time ago, and they don't go into that in the film. But their powers just seem to be just whatever they want to do and kind of to scare people. And it can transform into anything. So I think Pennywise would do it. Also, you know, the red hair, cat's red hair, Pennywise. Maybe we're related. My favourite scary movie would probably be The Faculty, which I don't even necessarily know you could say is that good, but I used to watch it all the time, and I loved it. And Josh Hartnett is so good looking in it, and is so cool as Zeke, and also Mary Beth. No, wait, I shouldn't say that because that's a spoiler. Okay, ignore that, but The Faculty. Ghosts, I think. I mean, in real life, well, maybe just still ghosts. Well, ghosts is what, like, if any scary movie with ghosts in, I still can't watch. Anything else, if they turn into a monster or anything else, I can kind of deal with. But ghosts, I think, are really, really scary. And they're the horror films when I kind of stop watching them, then that evening they won't leave me and kind of I'll have nightmares and stuff. So I'd say that's the scariest one for me. I would say thank you so much for watching Zomboat. How lovely to have some fans in Hungary. And it's such a British show with British humour. And I'm really, really glad that it's translated, and that's amazing. And yeah, thank you for watching. Thanks. Bye-bye.